All right, hey there. I am a radical affirmation of the miraculous um, gifts of using the tools of recovery. That's where I'm at the last couple of days. The big book says some of us have tried to hold on to our old ideas, and the result was nil until we let go. Absolutely. Trying to let go absolutely of the old ideas that we hold on to is going to be much easier if we utilize the tools that we are being taught in the process of recovery. So here's what I'm talking about. I have spent my entire life fighting the idea again and again and again, and sometimes daily, right? The idea that I'll never amount to anything, that I'm no good, that nobody's going to love me, that I'm worthless. And I don't know where that came from, and I don't know that that is something that so-called normal people, if there is such a thing, so-called normal people struggle or suffer with. I think it's a mental health issue, right? Like there's this voice inside of our heads that tell us why bother, it's all going to come crashing down anyway, or something like that, you know. And maybe that's a result of early childhood trauma. Maybe I was born with it. Maybe it's a result of higher levels of stress hormones in the brain at birth, or even before that. But nevertheless, the old ideas that we come up with, or that I have come up with my entire life, I've had to spend a lot of time in recovery convincing myself of the truth. And the truth is, and I want you to listen to this carefully, because the truth is that you are amazing. You are perfect in every way. You were born that way. You are a child of light. You are absolute pure energy, with boundless opportunity to do good, right? Like that's the truth. And then we go through our lives and we let these ideas, these old ideas, as the big book talks about, right? The old ideas get in our way, and the truth is clouded. It's interesting that in step three, step three in the 12 steps says we made a decision, right? And somebody explained it to me one time that an incision is when you cut into something, a decision is when you cut something away, right? And so we made a decision to trust in a power greater than ourselves. And when we do that, we are cutting away all of the things that had been blocking us from standing in the sunlight of the spirit, is the way that it's worded, right? And that's a beautiful place to stand, man, in the sunlight of the spirit. So how do we do that? We make that decision, but it's not just a decision that we make. It is a decision to take action. It's a decision to follow the suggestions that we've been given in our recovery process, to take some steps and follow through in some actions that will change our perception, right? So that we can look at those old ideas when they crop up and say, see you later. Like, yeah, I know that you're not the truth, Mr. You're no good. I know that you're not the truth, Mr. or Mrs. You'll never amount to anything. Those ideas that are absolutely a lie that we've been building up our whole life, that keep us stuck in our depression, our fear, our anxiety, our addiction. We stay stuck there because we have this chatter running around in our heads, man. This chatter that tells us, well, you've screwed everything up now, right? And, I shared some of that with you in the last video. I immediately went there. As soon as I got hurt, I immediately went there, right? And I'll tell you what's happened since then. I use the tools right away. I said a prayer and I called some people and talked to other people in recovery. And through that process, what has happened is I've been overwhelmed by the amount of love that is poured into my life, right? Like I'm just blown away by the truth, by the other beings of light that have reached out and said, "We love you, man." And that is the truth, right? Is that I am part of something bigger than those old ideas. Those old ideas keep me small and simple and like, restricted, right? They keep me from reaching a full potential of love, right? Of being able to open myself up and be vulnerable and tell you the truth. And so I hope all that made sense. But here's what it boils down to: that if I truly want to change and I don't like feeling the depression, fear, anxiety, and being stuck in addiction, if I don't like that anymore, if I don't want to be there anymore, if I'm sick of running in that treadmill, right? If I take a few simple steps and I practice them on a regular basis, when we are hit with life's twisted and turning roads and I don't know which way to turn, right? And I don't know which way to go and I'm lost direction and I need some help, that if I use if I have been practicing using those tools, when that time comes, I will be able to use those tools. It'll be my reaction won't be to run away and get high. My reaction will be to get quiet, call some people and listen to what they have to say. And what I will find out is that those old ideas are just that. They're old ideas. And if I hold on to them, the result is the result. It's nothing. I stay in the same twisted, spinning circle, right? But if I can find the truth in that I am perfect and loving and kind and being of light, in that space right there is where God lives, right? Because that's love. God is love, right? And so in that space, that's where I sit. And thank you. Thank you for the kindness and love you have shown me. And I just would like to try to give that back. So, if you're struggling, or if you don't know exactly what to do, find a way to reach out to me. You can find me on Messenger or whatever, right? Or you can, so send me a message. I'll give you my phone number. We can have a chat. Simple as that. I'd like to provide some help to those who need help, and I would like to do that just to give back, just simply to give back. So thanks a lot. I love you.